dolly lovers, and welcome back to my channel. Today is a fun moment for me. So let me just start from the beginning. You guys know that I purchased my first boy BJD doll a couple months ago. And you guys saw his unboxing, and you saw him come together over the last few weeks with his clothing and everything. Well, now Bash is going on a little trip because thanks to Reborn Daddy, he has gifted me a full body face up redo of my doll. So I am going to be sending him off to a face-up artist, and he is going to get a full makeover. So I'm super excited. This doll was purchased, I believe, in like 2010 or 2011, and he came with the company face-up as a default on him. He doesn't have any kind of special details on the body, like body blushing or manicure and pedicure. He's just blank. So I am sending him off to this artist, and she will be redoing his face up with special modifications. She's going to do his body blushing, his manicure and pedicure, and on top of all that, she is going to make some special modifications that's really going to bring his character to life. So I requested her to do a sleeve tattoo on his right side. I've requested some facial piercings and a somewhat special manicure for his hands. So I am just super excited. I'm super excited. And what's even more special is this artist, her name is Dominique. She is of Resin Junky. If you guys check out a lot of BJD videos, you may have come across her channel here on YouTube, which I will be linking in the video and in the description box. She also makes BJD videos, and sometimes she does videos of her work and post it on YouTube. So I am just over the moon. Not only that, but I also got to meet Dominique in person at this past Makeover convention when there was a BJD meetup in New Orleans, and it was so nice to meet her. She's such a sweet person, and her artwork is so beautiful. She also takes really great photos. She's a photographer as well, so she wears all the hats. She has many talents, but being able to meet the artist in person and see her work in person really kind of sealed the deal for me choosing her as an artist, and it made me even more comfortable with sending my dolls off. So far I have been trying to purchase dolls with a face-up option from the company, so I wouldn't have to send my dolls off, because I was nervous about sending my doll off to a complete stranger who I know nothing about and don't know where I can find feedback from them on their work or anything. But she really made me feel comfortable, and knowing that she is also a local artist really encouraged me to choose her, and she's just all around great. So I'm super excited. So what I'm doing here is I am labeling some baggies, because I am going to take Bash completely apart. I'm going to undress him in this video, take him completely apart, so you guys will see how the inner workings of a ball jointed doll looks, because I do have to take him apart to pack him up. And to make it easier for the artist, she asked if I could label the parts and just put them in separate baggies, which it can be confusing if the doll parts aren't labeled on the actual pieces. So I have the left side, the right side, and the head. And I think she'll be able to figure it all out from there. Hopefully his pieces even fit in these little baggies. So we shall see. I got my marker here. I got my baggie and some extra bags. And yeah, so I am just going to get Sebastian over here and I'm going to start taking him apart. Okay, so here we are. He's still in his outfit from our last video together when I opened that awesome box of clothing from Cynthia. So Cynthia, if you're watching this, I am super excited. I'm a little bit sad to see him go because the whole process is going to take about 3 months for her to complete because it's a big job. And I don't believe she usually does so many different customizations all at once. Most people commission her for just a face up or just a manicure. Well, I knew there were several things I wanted to improve on him, and if I had the opportunity to do it all at once, maybe it's best I just do that. So that's what I'm going to do, especially since it is a gift from Reborn Daddy, which I am super, super grateful for. My birthday is December 1st, and hopefully he will be back by the end of January. So I'm trying to pack him up and get him shipped out as soon as possible, so there is no delay on her actually starting. I do believe she's going to be opening up her commissions for face ups this month. And Resin Junky contacted me because I did contact her a couple months ago inquiring about prices for all the customizations I wanted. And she was super sweet in telling me everything I needed to know and hashing out the details with me. And she remembered that I had this discussion with her about customization, and she was just checking before she opened up customs, was I still interested in getting my boy done. And to be honest, I hadn't even thought about it anymore because I knew I didn't have the money. But I know recently me and Reborn Daddy were talking, and he gave me a price limit for my birthday gift this year, which I'm never looking for anything, but lately I've been on like a makeup craze, and I've been buying all kinds of makeup and stuff and trying to catch the new releases of makeup. But I was like, this would be an even better investment because it's something I was trying to save for, and it's just gonna be great. So I am going to rummage around over here and look for my little tool. And there are specialized tools for stringing BJDs, but I haven't gotten one yet. So in the meantime, I just use this crochet hook to securely grab this and or try and securely grab it to twist this off so I can take his head off. So here's his current face up, you guys, from the company. I'm not a fan of his eyelashes. They're a little wonky. They've gotten bent over the years. His face up can definitely use some touch-ups. It's a little grungy. And just overall, I'd like him to have more detail. And he definitely will by the end of this process. And I am super excited. And I definitely wanted to document this just so you guys will be able to see a difference when he comes back. So you have something to compare it to. This is how he looks now. And yeah, I am super excited for him. This is my first time getting like an artist face up for my doll. because I also ordered Yoko with the company faceup, and I really like her faceup. If I had to do it over again, I think I would like different colors or something. But I'm also not interested in getting her faceup redone, because I really do like it the way it is, and I feel like if I got it redone, I may not like her as much because I'm used to her face the way it is. But with Bash, this was kind of like a tester. Like, this gives me an idea of how this sculpt will look with the kind of makeup that I was interested in. And now that I know how he looks, I can get it done even better. So, let's see. I have taken him apart one time and put him back together as a learning experience and to tighten his strings so he can stand up better, and that went fairly well. Reborn Daddy had to help me get his ankles back on because it was so hard to do by myself. But I think taking him apart is going to be easier. So, yeah. Okay, so this is, I'm going to try to do one side at a time so I don't get anything all mixed up. So this is the right side. So I'm making sure I'm taking all the pieces out, and hopefully in 3 months I remember how to put this back together. But I'm also doing this video for myself as a guide, so when he does come back, I know what goes where. So I'm wondering, okay, all these pieces may not fit in this one bag. He has some pretty hefty limbs. Okay, well that's not gonna work. I'm gonna have to put, let's see, put these two thigh pieces. I'm gonna do this. So I'm gonna put this part of the leg and the ankle and the foot in this bag. And then I'll make another right side bag for the thigh and the hip part. Okay, so I realized in doing this that the ink smears, and I most definitely don't want any ink getting smeared on my doll resin pieces because I don't know if it's going to stain it or not. So I'm going to take these sticky notes out and just tape them to the front of the bag because I'd rather be safe than sorry. I would have used some sticky labels, but I don't have any. And I didn't want to prolong shipping him tomorrow, so I'm just gonna do it like this and hope nothing falls apart in transit. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm just going to do the same thing for the arm and the wrist. I'm going to need a right side bag for it as well. But I think, okay, now I've got an ink on my hand and now it's on my baby. What have you done? Okay, so what had happened was the marker from the ink that I was writing with got on Bash's arm, and naturally I panicked, but I was able to take a magic eraser and just wipe it right off, and I went and washed my hands. So that's a good rule of thumb. A lot of BJDs come with magic erasers. Some accessories you buy, they'll send a free gift of a magic eraser, and those things are so good because if you get any kind of marks on your doll from dark clothing or like what just happened then, you could take the magic eraser and pretty much wipe it off with no problem. So I'm glad I have plenty of those on hand. So since the marker is giving me issues, what I did was I taped over my labels. So if you rub up against it, none of the marker will come off. So this turned into a big shebang, but I'm pretty sure you could do this a little bit easier. But this is my first time doing this, and I'm working with what I got. So I'm just going to continue taking him apart and putting the pieces in the appropriate bags. So here is his hand pieces, and they have a little S hook on them. And I'm still working on the right side. So I want to make sure I put all the right side pieces together. And here is the bag. This is the last bag for the right side. Okay, so I'm just going to repeat all of this on the left side, bagging everything up as I go, and then I'll make separate bags for the torso pieces since they're pretty big. Alright, you guys, that is it. I have boxed up Sebastian. He is all packaged and ready to go. I did include his eyes and his wig per the artist's request. I do believe at the end of her face-up process, she likes to take pictures of the final doll so you can really get a feel of how it looks with his eyes and his wig. So I'm super excited about him, you guys. I probably won't be making any videos to debut for 2019 until he is back home, because I want his video to be the first. So hopefully all goes well with the process and he'll be back in the new year. So say goodbye to Sebastian and wish him safe travels. I always get nervous when I'm mailing off dolls after I've sold them or if they're going out to be repaired, but thankfully all of them have made it to their destination safely and made it back to me safely, and I assume the same for this guy. So we will see you in 2019, Sebastian, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!